Yeah, so I'm reclining, feeling a bit better today. Everything seems to be a bit rosier. Um, and I've got some holiday which I didn't know I had coming to me. I've got a few days off coming up, um, which is sort of with the addition of holiday days that I didn't even know I had, works out to be about 3 weeks of holiday, starting after tonight's night shift. So I think that's probably, it's not the only thing that makes me happy, but a bit of time off sure makes me happy. So I'll get my stuff done, I'll get the garden done, and I'll find some jobs to do, like decorating the little shower room downstairs, probably, and that'll be it. That'll be my 3 weeks. But anyway, um, and I'll probably be a bit brighter as well. I might have something interesting to say. um, I may try. I had thought about trying to force myself to make a video, one a day, whether or not I had anything to offer. Because, just like drawing, when you start drawing, you have no idea whether you've got anything that's going to come out. And normally, it's on just ordinary days when you really feel like there's no way that I'm going to do anything interesting. That those are the days when you surprise yourself and something decent comes out of it. So yeah, I think just doing stuff without any need to have a prior sense that anything's going to come out of it um, is a good way forward. Really, just do stuff. It almost doesn't matter what you do, really, just as long as you're doing something, sort of. Um, yeah, yeah, and I think for me, life at the moment is pretty free of uh, structure in a way. I mean, I'm comfortable, supported by a regularity in the home and so on, which kind of allows me to relax a bit in and be quite be creative. That's the sort of you do need a bit of a supportive framework in order to I believe. I've never tried it any other way, being accustomed as I am to luxury. I well, it has been a bit slovenly seeing like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm always very kind to myself, I think, in my approach, and I feel like I put my personal comfort sort of at a higher point in the hierarchy of things than me doing stuff. So, you know, get myself comfortable first, then do stuff. Almost like in some way I'm doling out uh, the the rewards to everyone else for having kept me untroubled by the unpleasantnesses of the world. Blah blah. There. So yeah, and now in the back of my mind, now I've had my preamble. I'm starting to feel a panic that something is expected of me. I must create. I must offer something, and the little panic that you get when you're starting to think about it rather than it just happening, and you realise I have nothing there. But it'll come. And I guess when I'm always saying that as well. When you feel like a sense of entitlement, and I do that, I do, and I'm aware that having a sense of entitlement about you know, creative outcomes or whatever, you know, feel like, oh, it will happen, it ought to happen, it's happened before, it'll happen again. Well, you know, that it's not, you know very well inside yourself that it's not the case. It won't always come. And there's a little bit of an edge that's generated by, um, you know, playing with the idea in yourself that it will happen, that you're entitled to it, and knowing also at the same time that you're not entitled to it at all, and it may not happen at all, and playing those two off against each other in a way generates a little bit of an energy, um, because there we go. There was something I was going to talk. I was going to talk about. You know, I see often. I see people. Um, you know, in it's only a small thing. It's not massively significant, but I just you know, felt like I wanted to say it. And it was about gratitude, really. And to me, when I see, I find it a, a little bit distasteful um, when I see people expressing their gratitude um, for, you know, for what they've received, or for a privileged position. You know, to express gratitude for a privileged position seems very strange to me, in the sense that a privileged position is nothing more than a job to do, really. And anybody who's expressing gratitude um, for being in a privileged position has got it wrong, I say. The the focus, I would have said, should be on um, on work. Um, you know, if you're feeling um, that you have, I've lost the kind of idea that I had, the sense that I had at the point yesterday, really, when I was thinking about this. It's not coming through. But basically, it was, you know, it's a remonstration, and it's sort of saying, if you think you've got something to be grateful for, you're doing it wrong. Um, uh, you're receiving more than you're giving, and it's an inappropriate arrangement. You know, you should never feel grateful for anything. What you've got, you should be using. Um, End of story. You know, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about each of us individually. You know, to have the resources and then to sit uh, in a state of contentment that, well, I've got these for me and I'm very happy about it, is all wrong. It's only a little observation, and that's not, you know, it's nothing massive in there really, but it's just you will never find me expressing gratitude because I don't feel gratitude. Um, you know, I take on what I need to do, what needs to be done that I'm able to do, um, which in general is not a great deal, and you know that's fine. That suits me very well, and you know, I actively avoid. I think on reflection, when I look at my life, I actively avoid being a recipient. You know, when I start to feel that things are comfortable, I absolutely hate it. Um, yeah, I'm not living in comfort. You know, that thing that I was describing at the beginning, it wasn't comfort, it was a stable state, you know, a state of balance in which the elements are present, in order to facilitate stuff to happen, and nothing more. And that I have a requirement in myself for a sort of refined environment, which I do very much. Um, it's not, I think, I like to think this, it's not really for any purpose other than setting the tone and the sort of influences of that tone in outcomes that are generated through me. Um, I'm aware of the importance of it. I think our environments are very important. This is why, you know, the art items that I uh, so carefully avoid creating in the world actually probably perform a good function in that they do set a tone, um, and all of the nice things of the world, they're not frivolous. They do perform a function, um, and it's a serious one. It's not about showing off at all. Um, it really isn't. Um, it's like the sacred space, um, which is offered really to that which is external to you, and that, in the sense, it invites invites particular um, kind of generations. It invites stuff of a particular nature into your life, um, and you become um, part of the chain through which things are brought into being. I'm becoming a bit airy fairy with this, but that's the little gist of that. That's my little point there, my little niggle. Um, but I'm not grateful, um, and heaven protect me from ever feeling grateful. Really, um, heaven. I'm in heaven. Yeah, so there we go. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's today's little number. Nothing much in there, but preamble to maybe the next 3 weeks when you may see something more interesting coming from me. Um, don't know. It's yeah. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.